Cancer is something that everybody's afraid of, which is insane. Okay, now you're going to be eliminating cancer every day, or you can cause cancer every day. It really depends on what you want. So if you can change how your body works, then that means you can change formation of disease or not. So let's look at this. Every human being, you build 1 billion cells a day. Every human being. Now, 10,000 of those cells are abnormal. Now, you can have a toxic deficient lifestyle. You can have high medications. You can have high stress. You're going to produce more unhealthy cells. And eventually, since you have 4 detox pathways, respiration, perspiration, bowel movements, and urination, if you can't get rid of it, then the body walls it on, okay, in the tumors. So the body literally forms tumors for a reason. Now, if you still have that toxic exposure, the body forms angiogenesis or blood vessels to support that structure that it built, because the body builds tumors. And that looked like a crab to the ancient Greeks. And that's literally how you say crab in Greek. So there's 5 keys to health. And these 5 keys, if you're practicing them and are aware of them, then you reverse the cancerous process, or you can cause it. So number 1, nerve supply. We have an automatic nervous system in 2 parts. And that means every human being could be in a stress side called sympathetic or a regenerative side called parasympathetic. So if you have been diagnosed with high blood pressure, high cholesterol, digestive disorders, immune system disorders, blood sugar issues, any one of these conditions, you're in a stress state. No, doctors don't say duh. So we're not going to address the stress. We're just going to drug your blood pressure, your cholesterol, everything else. And what will that lead? That will lead to epigenetic changes. So nerve supply, you have 2 switches. You could be in stress or regeneration. Okay, that's it. And there's only 3 stressors. There's physical, chemical, emotional stress. Exercise. Exercise, if you want to reverse disease, you have to do daily exercise. It has to be consistent, and you got to schedule it. Because how many times, like particularly if you're in business, if you travel or anything else, you have to schedule time to be with your family. You have to schedule time to be with your wife. But this is super important because you have to move your body every day. After I adjust, 50, 60 people, I got to go for a walk. I have to, because it's scheduled. It has to be daily and consistent. Now, in unhealthy cells, if you want to produce unhealthy cells, have a sedentary lifestyle, don't exercise, it's not a priority. But when you look at your body, you build 1 billion cells a day, 10,000 of those are abnormal. If you're in a stress state, you're going to have a lot more abnormal cells, maybe 100,000, maybe 200,000, maybe 1 million out of that 1 billion. Okay, now, diet, nutrition. This is not magical. It's the same nutrition that your great-great-grandparents. You have a hunter-gatherer body. So that means hunter-gatherer means unprocessed, organic, healthy fats, healthy proteins, healthy carbohydrates. 10,000 generations preceded your husband. And I know you love him because look, he's amazing. But 10,000 generations that preceded you, what was their diet like? Organic, healthy, unprocessed. I mean, just amazing. So the diet is really simple. We just can't eat the modern processed packaged foods loaded with pesticides, everything else. So if you want to build unhealthy cells, you get processed foods, you get lots of medication, poor fats, low nutrients. It's really simple. So you can produce unhealthy cells by doing unhealthy activities. Now, hunter-gatherer, anything your great-grandparents would recognize, beautiful, unprocessed. Sleep. You have to schedule sleep. I can't tell you all the times that when I'm back home, I say, look, I got to get up at 4 a.m. I've got to go to bed now. it's 8:30, 9 o'clock. And then I've got to do my meditation before bed, the breathing before bed. So if you look at sleep as the most important part of your day, that this is when your body regenerates. If you want to build unhealthy cells, get shitty sleep. Okay? Don't schedule it. Take a drug to sleep. Do a CPAP machine to sleep. And you're going to end up with chronic fatigue and brain fog. So schedule your sleep, make it a priority because this is when your body regenerates. And then emotional. You've got to schedule it because if you just those yogi guys, they meditate and they could raise or lower their blood pressure with thought. You master your emotions, you change your physiology. And there's ways to master your emotions. One, daily motivation. So look at what you're putting into your brain. Are you putting healthy, inspirational, exciting stuff in the brain? Or are you watching news about wars and bombs? Okay, daily prayer. Every study, and it doesn't matter on the religion, every study involving prayer shows an increase in healing more rapidly. And then emotional mastery. If you had a trauma last week, and it could be an accident, it could be a death of a relative, something, some trauma last week. If you keep reliving that and holding it, you're going to have anxiety and stress. If you hold that negative event, that death in the family, the challenge, whatever, for a month, it starts to become a personality trait. If you hold it for years, it's going to cause a mental disorder. So how long do you want to keep reliving past traumas? Okay, it doesn't serve you. Yeah, I know. Maybe a day, a little bit of self-empathy, but realizing that some people get their mind in loops. And it's the reason I'm like this is because my mother did this, or my father did this, or I have this trauma, or I was raped in the past, or all the different things that can happen. But if you keep reliving that event, your brain becomes hardwired. So realize that emotional mastery requires daily motivation. You watch what you put in your brain, daily prayer, meditation, and emotional mastery. That's why when I go to sleep, I go to get to bed a half hour before I go to sleep so I can do this work. I set my alarm a half hour before I need to get up so I can do this work in the morning. Sleep is a priority. The nutrition that you take in, the exercise is vital, and a balanced automatic nervous system. Deal effectively with your stressors. Does that make sense? And this is literally how we reverse certain cancers. And this is why you're going to see our cancer protocol here. Okay, and the cancer protocol is real basic. Organic healthy diet, eliminate unnecessary medications, fast 2 non-consecutive days a week, address the stressors, detoxing, add nutrients, change sleep patterns, emotional component. And then we get into it because if you're building a lot of tumors and figure 60% of everybody over 60 has cancerous tumors everywhere, 80% of everybody over 80, 90% of everybody over 90 that are never an issue. So the body forms these. Now you only have to address the tumor if it's starting to negatively affect other areas. Yeah, he is a kid. That's how he's supposed to act. Oh, you're going to be the best adult. You really are. Okay. Then we can do targeted chemotherapy, which is something that we do at our clinic in Tijuana. They can build the old antibodies that your body is producing to fight this so that we make personal vaccines, which generally I'm not a favor of one injection for everyone, but this is cloning your own cells. Hyperthermia, increasing your temperature, hyperbaric, live blood cell analysis, and thermography. So there's a number of different therapies you can do it, but if you're fighting cancer every day, you know what causes it. It's the abnormal cell production. You know what corrects it. It's healthy cell production. And if you build cells healthier faster than they break down, that's called health. If you're building unhealthy cells, you're going to have a poor function. You're going to have a lack of ease. Now, any questions about this so far? No questions? Okay. Cup and Crop, thank you very much.